After 15 years on General Hospital, Chad Duell's time playing Michael Corinthos is coming to an end. As the clock counts down to his final episodes, the actor sat down with his Port Charles pop, Maurice Bernard Sonny, for a two-part state of mind conversation. In the second episode, Duell opened up about the factors behind his decision to leave the soap and how he feels about his shocking exit storyline. The Daytime Emmy winner confessed that several factors contributed to his decision to exit GH. At the top of that list was grieving his father's unexpected recent death and having the flexibility to travel back home to Arizona so his one-year-old son, Dawson, with partner Luana Garcia, could get to know his extended family. "I feel like I've just been in a bubble for a long time here," he admitted. "I would still be involved in the industry. If other opportunities come along, the right ones, okay, let's do it." Duell made it clear that he appreciates the work family he has at the soap. "I realized how unbelievably blessed I am to be in this situation. To be on the show as long as I have," he noted. "To have so many great people that I work with all the time, for such a long time. I look at it as taking a step away. And with that would be this. We'll see what happens with doing that." The actor also appreciated the grace he received when he met with executive producer Frank Valentini to inform the soap showrunner that he wanted to leave. "He was very understanding," Duell recalled. "I really respect him and appreciate him for allowing that. The doors open there for me when I am ready to come back." Duell's exit storyline kicked off in full force on January 6 when, on the same day that he filed for divorce from Willow, Michael was caught in an explosion at Sonny's penthouse and was engulfed in flames. Praising the writing and production teams, Duell raved, the story in general, and the fire. "It was really good what they did. And I think it's going to turn out really well. I'm glad they did that, and not a typical I get shot or blown up and I'm gone. The whole thing was really well done. So kudos to everybody." Likening his 15-year run on the soap to being on a treadmill, Duell admitted that he simply needed a break. "I just want to catch my breath and step back on possibly down the line with a different perspective and a new respect," he noted. "A lot of it is a reset for me in personal ways that I don't want to get into, but there are other reasons. But at the core of it all is just taking some time away. Hopefully, after some emotional and physical distance from the grind of working on a daily soap opera, Duell will be ready to return sooner rather than later. I'm thankful to Frank for allowing the opportunity to come back, leaving the door open. He didn't need to do that. I'm aware of how blessed I am for that." General Hospital gush Michael Corinthos. Chad Duell may soon lose his life, but that's not the only potential outcome from this disaster. Michael's latest chapter could be one that parallels the life-altering coma his cousin Lulu Spencer Alexa Havens just emerged from. As Michael's world crumbles around him, GH fans are left wondering if he'll find himself in a situation eerily reminiscent of Lulu's, where time stands still and life moves on without him. While everyone is expecting Michael to die at the hands of Cyrus Renaud Jeff Kober, some everlasting Michael Duell fans. The recent explosion at Sonny Corinthos' Maurice Bernard penthouse has left Michael in a dire state. The blast, orchestrated by enemies unknown, engulfed Michael in flames, leaving him with severe burns and fighting for his life. The shockwaves from this event have reverberated not just through the physical structure of the mobster's penthouse, but through the hearts of everyone who loves Michael, particularly his family, who are now forced to grapple with the possibility of losing him. Doctors at GH are working around the clock, but the severity of his injuries has everyone on edge. The tears in everyone's eyes have made it clear that Michael might not make it through this trauma. However, with the resilience of the Corinthos bloodline, there's also a glimmer of hope that he might pull through, defying the odds just as his father has done time and again. But survival doesn't necessarily mean Michael will bounce back right away. But what if Michael doesn't die? There's another, perhaps more chilling possibility. The trauma from his injuries could lead Michael into a coma, a fate that mirrors Lulu's recent ordeal. If Michael slips into a coma, it would provide a dramatic narrative exit for Chad Duell, allowing him to step away from the role, while keeping the door open for his potential return, or a recast down the line. This would shift the dynamics of the show, with Michael's loved ones, especially Willow Caitlin McMullen, and his parents facing the challenge of life without his active presence, much like Lulu's family did. Beyond the emotional toll of waiting and wondering if Michael will ever wake up to reclaim his life, his family would be left to pick up the pieces of his marital disaster and the question of child custody that looms. When Duell announced his intended departure from the hit Sudzer, fans were left with so many questions. Would the role be recast? GH said there were no plans for that at the time. Has that changed? Will it someday? While death looks almost certain for Michael, we can't help but think having Sonny and Carly lose 2 sons is just too much. We'll take the rinse and repeat coma storyline, thanks.